I'm in a dream state, keen on a clean slate. I've got schemes from the things that I've seen, mate. Trapped in a deep state. I come a long way from that kid who's never seen great. Up to my teenage Robin.
Yeah, I decided I wanted to make a video on mental health. I've done a few in the past. When this channel started out, they were all on that. And like just daily vlogs and stuff. But I want to make one just talking about it a bit, because I know that it's something that still to this day not many people like talking about, and people that suffer from it tend to like struggle to actually speak up and talk about it. And I got to a point where I found it easy to talk about it, and now I'm at a point now where I'm struggling to talk about it now that things are getting hard and things are getting bad again. So basically, like, I'll just quickly give the rundown on what I've got, because last time I did one of these sort of videos, I think my diagnosis changed since then. So basically, just a quick one, I'm suffering from depression, anxiety, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and a borderline personality disorder, which causes me to hear voices. So, now, none of those things on their own are easy to deal with, like the anxiety and that, the panic that it causes, the feeling and that, the pains that you get that feel like there's something literally wrong with you. Like, I get a feeling like as if I'm having a heart attack. It's like my heart starts skipping beats, my chest goes all tight, I get a weird sort of tingling feeling in my chest and that, and it feels really horrible with that. And I've been to doctors over it, and they think they've done those tests and they think that it's actually my anxiety. So like, there's things like that where it can affect you physically, even though it's a mental illness and that can be hard in itself. And then depression, that's the bit that's getting me at the minute. Like, you can be happy, you can be happy and cheery as anything, and then like that, you're suddenly feeling like you're hitting rock bottom. And you don't know why, you don't know what's going on. A minute ago you were laughing and joking with your friends or your family and that, and having such a good time. And then next thing you know, you're just plain not enjoying yourself, you're just feeling really down, really agitated, really just not yourself. And it's horrible, it is absolutely horrible. And the thing that makes it worse is you can't explain why you're feeling like that or anything, and it's not right. People shouldn't have to go through this and that, and there is a lot of help out there and that. There's different forms of counselling. I found CBT worked with me a little bit. Nothing properly worked with me fully. CBT helped me quite a bit for a while. I've been tried on various medications, but my body don't like any form of medication, so I started throwing up from all these different medication stuff, so I had to stop that. There's countless methods to help solve it now, but the worst thing you can do is bottle it up, keep it to yourself, keep it all inside, like, nah, I'll be fine, I'll be okay, don't need to talk to anyone, I'll deal with it myself. That's the worst thing you can do. Very few people start to get better when they're doing things like bottling it inside, not telling anyone, keeping it to themselves. That can then make it worse. Like, depression and anxiety, they come sort of hand in hand. If you get one, you're most likely going to get the other. When you start bottling it inside, you start getting paranoid, you start getting anxious around people, and you start feeling almost like you're secluded, like you're alone, and like no one can relate, like you can't speak to anyone about it. And then that can make you anxious. You start thinking, nah, I can't go out and see people because I'm just not feeling right now. And before you know it, you're not going out, and you're not going out, and you're not going out, and you're getting to the point where you're so secluded that it scares you to go outside your front door or to go out and see people and that. And no one should have to go through that. Nobody and that. But when you neglect your mental health, those sort of things that can happen and that. Then there's so many different mental health illnesses now. I'm just talking about the four that I suffer with at the minute. But I've met people with so many different ones, it's unreal and that. like, I suffer with the post-traumatic stress disorder. That's most commonly with people like soldiers, marines, naval, basically people who serve. They tend to get it and it's not nice. You get things, you can get flashbacks where like in the space of like 10 seconds you relive like 3 hours of your life sort of thing, just in one big flash, but it seems like it's going really slow for you, and it's horrible. Sometimes it could be a good memory, but a very painful good memory, one that sort of hurts you and cuts you deep. You can have others where they're absolutely horrific memories and that, and when that's the case, that can really distress you, that can really throw you off. In some cases it can even make you resort to self-harm or suicide, or turn you really aggressive, and this is the thing, it can do all this shit to you if you let it. Now I'm not saying that you've got a choice, you haven't always got a choice, but one choice you have got is to go and seek help. If you go and seek help, there's the chances you can learn how to control it, or how to handle it when it happens, so that it don't get to those extremes. And no, it's not easy. It's never easy having any form of mental health illness. It's not, life ain't easy in general, but when you're suffering from mental health illnesses, it's just one of those added things on top. Kind of like if you're living in a war zone, you've got so much shit going on around you and that, you can't think straight because you've got to think about so many different things. And it's the same when you've got any problems, not just mental health problems, but whatever your situation that. But mental health seems to be one of those things, people don't like talking about it, people won't talk about it, or at least not very much now. And then it's still a struggle trying to get help nowadays, because the governments are still like reluctant to spend much money onto it, and that's a problem in itself. When they ain't investing money, how are we supposed to get the help we need? It's screwed up, it's not right. And I mean, I've been in and out of help since I was about 14, 15. I've suffered from depression and anxiety since I was about 11 or 12. So it's kind of fucking crazy. And then the personality disorder that I'm suffering from, I can't remember what one it is, because there's loads of different disorders under borderline personality disorder. But basically, like, I hear 6 voices. One of them is also visual hallucination. I see like this shadow figure in that. I just call him the shadow man and that. And he's a right cunt. Basically, whenever I see him in that, it like taunt me, it push me, it tell me to self-harm, it tell me to try and take my life, it tell me to try and attack people, to smash up my house. He basically tells me to do all of this shit, right? But, and here's the screwed up thing, he's not always bad. He is 99% of the time. But I remember back last year, there was an occasion, I locked my front door at my flat, my dogs were inside, I went and walked around the corner into the woods and that. I was chucked over a rope, over a tree branch and that, and I proceeded to hang myself. Now, the rope broke, I fell to the ground, and I was just laid there in the mud and that, just gasping for breath and that, feeling like shit, just wishing that it hadn't sort of broken that. And that's when I heard him and that, and I could see him in the corner of my eye and that. And he basically said to me, look, your mates aren't there, no one's there for you, you're alone in this life, you've got to have your own back, no one else can have your back, you've got to have it. And he said, now get up, you've got to get back to your wolf, you've got to get back to your pups, you've got to go and treat them right, you've got to look after them, if you don't look after them, who's gonna? And I managed to struggle to my feet, I got back, got inside, pretty much collapsed to the floor, and was in tears and cuddling him, just basically my dogs were just comforting me in that, and it wasn't easy going through that. And I mean, it wasn't just that it wasn't easy, it's also, it really screwed up my head, because there's this voice that I'm hearing, it keeps telling me to fucking kill myself, or do damage to myself or other people, or to smash up wherever I am and stuff. But same how, he's just told me that I need to, like, basically have my chin up, stay strong, to fight for my life, that to keep on going. And it's crazy how that's happened. I've spoke to 1 or 2 people that have had their voices similar scenarios, sort of similar things that they're doing that. But even my mental health workers have said it's very rare that people have that, where they've got a voice telling them to do all this bad shit, and then in a moment's notice it starts telling you to do right shit. So it confuses me a bit, but I mean, we're all only human. We just do the best we can, don't we? And that, and we've got to keep on fighting that. If you've got mental health problems, you need to go see someone. You need to tell someone, whether it's a doctor, whether it's a friend, family, whatever. You've got to get that strength up. Find someone that you trust, someone that you love, someone that you know loves you and that trusts you. And if you're feeling alone, feeling like you can't tell anyone that, there's always somebody. Shit, there's anonymous phone numbers. There's phone numbers, that you can ring up anonymously. You can tell them about it. You can spill out your heart. And that. There's loads of these numbers all around the world. And that. There's plenty of people you can tell. Shit, if you're watching this video and you're thinking, I can't tell anyone, comment or inbox me, and that. Go onto my Facebook page or my Twitter and that, and message me. Or tweet me and I'll message you back and that. There's always someone willing to talk. I'm not the best person to help people and that. I'll tell you that now, because half the time I get lost for words, but I will try my best to help in any way that I can, because I'm getting sick to death of my life keep going up and down, and me 1 minute feeling better, next minute feeling back to rock bottom. But I will always be here to help someone out the best that I can, and try and sort of nudge them in the right direction so that they can get the help, so that you can get the help and do whatever it is you need to do to get better and to get on the right track. Now, I've had people really close to me have mental breakdowns recently. My best friend, and that he's like an uncle to me, right? My mum grew up with him. I grew up with him as an uncle. He held me as a fucking baby, and that. And although he was like an uncle, he was more like best friend to me. We were too close to be just like family sort of thing. He was like best mate to me. When I was 15, he hung himself. In fact, I remember that day still when I got told about it. I was at my aunt and uncle's. I was helping sort out their bathroom. We were putting in new bathrooms. I was chipping tiles off the wall, ripping the bath out and that. And my cousin came in and he said that I need to speak to you in here. So I went in the other room, spoke to him, and he said, look, I don't know exactly what's happened, but Kev's gone. And I was like, I sort of heckled him. I was like, what do you mean he's gone? And he looked me in the eyes and he was like, he's took his life. I don't know exactly how it's happened. And I just fell to the floor. I didn't cry, I just sort of fell back into the wall and just slid down. I was like, what? And then my little cousin came in and that, and was like, what are you two talking about? So my kind of older cousin who just told me, he was like, no, nothing. We went downstairs, I got my pain out, I was keeping it strong because as soon as I got out of there, I broke down, walked down the road, and I was like, nah, this can't be right. fucking screaming at the sky, like punching walls and shit. I couldn't comprehend it. It took me over a year to finally accept that he was gone, and even now I still don't fully accept it. I still hold on to that tiny little hope that he may have just needed a fresh start, just faked his death or some shit. I know that's not the case. So yeah, obviously I know it's not right. I know that he is gone, he's in the sky. I've got to deal with that. I've got to cope with that. And I mean, that really screwed me up. I mean, I've lost a lot of people with that. But I mean, to lose him, a few months later, my granddad passed away. And this was all around the time I was meant to be preparing for my exams. That threw me right off. Like, I was never going to do well in my exams. But that threw me off to the point I just ended up, I couldn't cope. I ended up screwing up my exams more than they would have been. Now, I'm not trying to blame their deaths on it. That's on me. My exams are on me and that. But if I had gone to the doctors then, shortly after that happened, instead of trying to be strong and just get by and that, I could have ended up being more focused and being able to sort out myself and actually do my exams properly. Now, I haven't got an education as such behind me. Now, I'm not saying that I was a good kid at school. I wasn't. I was always in and out of trouble with that. And I ain't going to even try and blame it on anything, because that's on me. End of the day, I can't try saying, oh well, I wasn't feeling right and that, so I couldn't help myself. No, alright, I wasn't feeling right, but I can't blame it on that. I know I can't. I'm the one that screwed up my education and that. But if I had gone and got the help, then maybe I wouldn't have been so distracted that I was like, right, do you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I'm doing what I want to do because I want to try and keep myself on a level and that. Now, there are many reasons why I screwed up my education, which I'll make another video about. This one's about mental health though, and what the message I'm trying to get across is people always care. You may not realise it, but people always care, and you've got to stick around for as long as you can. You've got to try and get the help that you can before you start fucking things up to the point where people aren't wanting to be around you. Shit, I got to the point where no one wanted to be around me. I was trying to take my life that much, I was getting that aggressive and shit. And it took me a long while before I'd got people to the point where they wanted to be around you. And yeah, I don't want to see other people that way. So please like, share this around so that we could get the message out there and like get people to be heard, to see this, so that they know that they're not alone, that there's always hope, that there's always things that can be done. As I say, if you're one of these people and you need someone to talk to, please don't hesitate to comment or YouTube inbox me, tweet me or inbox me on Twitter, or same with my Facebook page now. All the links are in description, as well as the link to my YouTube page as well with that. I'm always willing to chat, or even my Discord. In the description and on my YouTube channel there's a link to my Discord. You join my Discord now, and then private message me and that. I'll be happy to talk to you and that, and do my best to help. Never feel alone. Never feel alone. The worst thing you can do is suffer in silence and that, and be like, oh, I can be strong, I'll be strong. Because some people can, but a lot of people, at the end of the day, it just ends up causing more problems than it does solve. I'm hoping that, shit, if I can even help just one person with this video, I will know that I've done some form of good. I really hope that none of you are having to suffer with any of this sort of shit, but if you are, you really aren't alone. And I know it seems like just words, but there's always people here. I'm always here. I'm sure you've got friends or family that love you and that are there for you. And if not, as I say, I'm always here. The way I see it, all of you viewers, all you subscribers, you're all my friends. We're like a wolf pack. You're my pack sort of thing. I've got my 2 dogs, I've got 1 or 2 friends in real life now. Then you lot, you my subscribers, you're the rest of my wolf pack. And together, we're gonna make it. We're gonna fight through any problems that we overcome now. We're gonna make it. One day, once I've started getting on track, or once I've started to make some money, get a job, make some money or whatever and that, I want to travel around, I want to meet someone. Shit, I know there's only 42, 43 of you at the minute now. That's still 42, 43 of you that liked my stuff, or liked me enough to subscribe, and I'm thankful for that. So, bear that in mind, keep strong, stay safe, peace.